Hello and welcome back to another day here at the ADD workshop. As you can see, we're not in the workshop. I'm out here taking care of those trees that the tornado took care of first. Um, this tree behind me here, I'll just be using a little electric chainsaw with a generator. I don't quite use a chainsaw often enough to keep a gas powered one running. So I went electric, and I have a generator which I can very easily keep running, and because I use it all the time, and I'm able to take that around with my chainsaw and take care of pretty much everything I need to cut down. So we're going to be using it. I'll show it here in just a second, and then we'll get started cutting up some wood, and we're going to take it up to the wood splitter that I had built and split some of the wood up. Sorry. So yeah, I'm going to cut up some lumber, enough to get a good pile, enough to be able to start the wood splitter up and show y'all how that works. And I'll get the generator cranked up here, and I'll show you the chainsaw I'll be using. Alright, so we got everything up and running. Just that horrible sound this thing is making is a gear grinding when I took it apart. That's why I'm just using this thing until it craps out on me, and then it's on to a new one. So I'm going to chop this guy up, get enough of a pile to start up the splitter, and take you up there. Okay, this chain is dull as all get out, so I need to go sharpen it. I'll be right back once this thing's all sharp. Okay, this is how I sharpen my chainsaw blades. I have just a Dremel tool. This is just a little rotary tool with a sharpening stone on the end of it. I like this just because it's fast and quick. Not to mention it's battery powered and it'll run all day off of this. So I'm going to sharpen this blade up real quick, and then we'll get back to cut. Alright, well, that went okay, I suppose. Still a little bit slow. It is an electric chainsaw. It's not a big, powerful gas one. So it's going slow. But like I said, I don't do this enough to really invest in a very expensive chainsaw. Alright, this is going to take a while. For future reference, don't buy a Portland chainsaw from Harbor Freight. They're no good. But I'm going to go ahead and chop up enough to get this wood splitter cranked up, and we'll see y'all up there. Okay, so this is my screw powered wood splitter. It was a pressure washer, and I ended up rigging up some pulleys and everything. Here, let me actually get you down here just for this bit here. I had made some pulleys for this thing. As you can see, it runs out to a screw but it bolts on right there and down here. Other than that, it is still a pressure washer. All I'd have to do is take that pulley off and put my pump back on. And I've got a gear reduction here, and then it goes up to my main drive wheel. And I put a 25-pound barbell attached to this pulley to make it more weight and act sort of like a flywheel. It works all right. This also isn't made for splitting the largest wood. Everything about it is strong enough except for the motor. It needs to at least be a, well above 7 or 8 horsepower. But anyway, so we're going to sit here and we're going to split some wood. I'm going to show you how I set this thing up. Okay, so first off, you wheel this thing up to where you want it to go. You take off your strap here, get those legs really tight. Now we've got our support legs down. I come back with this guy, it goes up under here, and that picks up on that. And once we have all of our support in, we come in with our tabletop that slips onto this rail here, piece of paracord to go around the back just to hold our table from rattling off of there as it runs. Now you want to be very, very careful with this thing. Crank it up. I haven't cranked this thing in quite a while, so I'm hoping it'll crank up. See, gas on the choke. If I wanted to throw a belt on me after one piece, that's always lovely. Can't tell really what happened. Never mind, I can see what happened. Okay, so that was my bad. Hadn't used it in quite some time, so the set screws were loose. Just needed to reset all the set screws. Pulleys came out of alignment and the belt jumped off. So we're gonna get started back up here and I'll run you through it. These bigger logs, when you start using a screw splitter like this, unless you have massive amounts of horsepower, 20 horsepower or so, and you got to really go from the edge. Going straight through the center isn't always the best option, and it'll stall it out sometimes. Hopefully that won't happen here, but you know. show you how to sharpen a screw right quick, because this thing is not biting worth a dang, and I would really like it to bite into the wood a little faster. So this is the process to sharpen it. Okay, so got everything ready to go here. I just have a little grinding blade on this guy here, and we're gonna just touch it to the tip of our screw here. Okay, that's all it took. It just had a little rolled over edge there at the end, and it was keeping it from biting into the wood very well. So we're going to crank this guy back up. Alright, so that's my screw powered wood splitter. If you noticed, I kept having everything off to the left of the screw, and that's because the way it spins, it's going to try to yank your log to the left. So if you have more meat on the left of it, it'll be easier for it to not do that. And because if it goes sideways and comes in this way, it can't be compressed, and you end up running out of room, and you break your screw. It just ends up just bending straight up as it sucks the wood in. Had that mistake happen once or twice. It's not fun. You end up having to replace the whole shaft. So that's why you see that coupler in the middle there behind me. It's to couple a bent shaft back to the good shaft. Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all, just wanted to let y'all see this thing working. I'd done a video about a year ago of just going over how I built it, and had said that I was going to do a video of me using it. So that video finally came to fruition, and here we are. But anyway, I will see y'all on the next one, and have a wonderful day.